Hello and welcome, I'm Thomas Porteous and you're watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Kiev will not accept any Russian proposal to surrender the Donbas region in exchange for a ceasefire, warning it could be used for future attacks. His remarks come ahead of Friday's Trump-Putin meeting in Alaska, where territory swaps are expected to be discussed. Small groups of Russian soldiers advanced near Dobrapilya in one of the biggest incursions this year, part of Moscow's drive to seize all of the Donetsk region. Ukraine dispatches reserve forces, describing heavy fighting ahead of the Alaskan summit. Israeli air and drone strikes pound Gaza City's Zetawin and Sabra districts for a third day, causing widespread destruction, Hamas officials say, as Israel prepares to occupy the city. Meanwhile, the UK, EU, Australia, Canada and Japan warn famine is unfolding and demand immediate steps to allow aid into the enclave. China's military says it monitored and drove away a US destroyer after it entered waters near the disputed Scarborough Shoal without approval. Beijing claims almost all the entire South China Sea, despite overstepping claims from several Southeast Asian nations. The US has not yet responded. National Guard troops and armoured vehicles appear across Washington, D.C. a day after President Trump took control of the city's police force. The capital's mayor calls the move an authoritarian push, as 800 Guard troops and 500 federal agents are expected to be deployed. The State Department's annual rights report, shortened under President Trump, alleges deteriorating human rights in Britain, France and Germany. It notes no issues in El Salvador, despite reports from deportees of beatings and sleep deprivation in prison. The Congolese army says Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have launched multiple attacks on its positions in eastern DR Congo, despite a ceasefire deal. Several days of fighting have been reported in the region, reviving tensions between Kinshasa and Kigali. France, Germany and the UK tell the UN they are ready to reimpose snapback sanctions on Iran if it does not return to nuclear talks. The foreign ministers of the E3 issued the warning in a letter urging Tehran to re-engage with the international community. Now we start in Europe.